want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast. Cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll you when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash, honey, y'all dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash. Honey, y'all dash.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New England Patriots. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's do this. Mark 55. Mark 55. I'm coming for you. You mine. Say. Monday. Greystone, travel.
On first down, it's Love. And connecting here with DJ Shark. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Switch. 11. No. Me. Slam.
49, check 49.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now it's Locke. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep, and that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the twist. 11B. Slam. Check. Crunch. Reggie. He's crashing.
Luck now to throw. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Under 10. 10. Check. Fresno.
They'll run it here. This is James White. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready. Mike, 12. Hey, Foxtrot. 55, Mike, 55. Brown right.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
To the air again. Locke. Dorsett's got him. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, we got... Cross. Mike, 50. Hey, seam 6. On. Undercrunch. 6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Again, Locke. Got his man, that's Harry. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
We got double up. Hey, check. He's coming. Double up. Go ahead. He's coming. Double up. Hey, switch gears.
On first down, Locke looks for White, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Check. Tighten up. X3. 218. Chop. Check. Watch the eye. Ready.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
The first carry now for Benny Snell. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Hey, Alpha. 57's the mic. Rock 57. 65. 65.
2nd and 9 now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
57. Let's go one more. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. And we got to get to the ball. Clear. To the ball. Let's get moving. Convert. Mike's 57. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Oh, look at the juke. A good return there, 17. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Rush in. Sure. One man. Showing it. Kill.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
2nd and 12 at the 43-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long.
Let's go, defense. Reggie. 25. Hey, quick. Jim. Shift. Pick the edge. Come. Wide. Brown right. Check your hot read. Check. On. 26.
Out of the gun, Luck. He hits right, complete. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
On 1st and 10, Luck. Got a man open. That's Harry. Called out a very strong gain of 24.
That's another Patriots first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Ready! Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Come. Reggie.
First down, here's White. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Big edge.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So it's still 1st and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer.
We got to step it up. No. Alert. Brown right.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Andrew Luck, his 19th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that
blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack.
57's the mic. Hey, high 7. 57's the mic. Rock 57. I'm trying to collect. 57. Get it.
2nd and 15. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Here we go. Send Tusa.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense.
Topper. Come. Snap.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
General West.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
What's the hey, Echo.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Cross. Hey, Orbit.
Check 55 to Mike. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Off of play action. Luck. And the grab by Croft. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Back.
Check 4. On.
Watch twist. Kill.
Luck on first down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. And this one into the hands of DJ Sharp. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Check. Watch the twist. Tight dog. Go ahead. Bang. Reggie. Check 3.
Now a first down throw. Luck forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Devin Bush able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And you don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. Going top shot for Smith. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of those guys back on the back 7, phenomenal.
After the interception, it's Love. It's caught. This is White.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. He's moving, he's running.
Back to throw, Love. He's going to let this go for the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
On. Check 99. Switch. You go tight. Check. You got tight right there. Watch out.
From the gun, here's Love. Eluding the pressure right. It's complete. James White. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
12. You gonna see me in your nightmare. Check 13. Slam. Check 43.
On first down, White. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Kill. Mike's 50. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up.
Now Luck. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
That's what I'm talking about.
So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete. It's Bell. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
50 seconds to mine. 50 seconds to mine. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Ready?
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down, Steelers.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up a throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
2nd and long. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And what is going on here? I've got 3rd down. Screen shows 3rd down, but they've got the punt team out there. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Check.
Here's Carson. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And some room to work. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, it's Long. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. He's got this to the 38 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Mexico. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
You think you gonna get this? Strong right. You think you gonna get this? Sponge. No. Safe. Hatchet. Kill. Switch. Hey, check. Go.
A shotgun snap for Love. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. DJ Chark, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
He'll look to throw. A spin. Caught here by Bell. And to the 36-yard line. Taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense, great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
Throw left side complete. It's Bell. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Hey, orbit. Mike 96, Mike 96. Target. And 96 is coming. You know Mike 96. Oh, you got D? Mike 96. Mike, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He finds his tight end, Gentry. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Xavier Woods with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On. Alert 3. Hey, check. Alert flare. Slam.
On 1st and 10, Locke. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Go. And 96 is coming. We got Mike 96. Go.
Back to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bell. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Ready, break.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Matchbox lights. Crunch. Bravo.
Hey, 96 is coming. We got Mike 96.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawk.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Close. Go ahead. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 50. Check 50.
Throwing now. Luck. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Here's Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
11. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Reggie. You got to be ready. Don't be scared of it. Ready.
Out of the gun. Luck. Catch is made by Harry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Boom. Bus stop.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick here is good. And that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
The Patriots will take their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. And some room to run now. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
132 fighter. Hey, Alpha.
They'll look to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Pick six, baby. Let's get this all day.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check out. Ready.
Here we go. Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Woo-hoo. He's coming. We got double up.
Strong right.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Hey, switch gears. Check 31. On three. Motion.
On. Hey, check.
After the interception, it's locked. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Check out.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Pats, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, the problems just get worse and worse.